What's up? Part 3 of my upper body routine. In the last section, I did some lat and bicep work, lower chest, and I'm going to be moving into some more traditional compound movements here, starting off with pull-ups. I've done a lot of weighted pull-ups. I've done a lot of super strict pull-ups, but I'll show you how I'm doing them right now. I'm gonna lift the legs up. We're just gonna yank it. Yeah. So right now, I don't give a single thought to my technique. That's it. Building some explosive power here. I'm just gonna be doing sets of 3. I'm gonna do 10 of them. Relatively low rest. Every time, just fast as possible. You'll notice I am getting a good range of motion. A lot of people cut that short, and that has its place as well, like everything. But I found, actually let me do another set, and then I'll tell you what I found. So that was 2, just 3. Compared to a strict technique where I lock my core, feet straight, nice and slow. Compared to that, this just floppy rip one, it lets me engage whatever muscles I got. So it's a little more personalized, but also it's easier on my elbows, right? Sometimes I've gotten some elbow pain with strict techniques. This, I just let my body do what it's gonna do. It's all natural. So I like this. I want to keep the reps low. So after I do these for a couple weeks, I'll probably start strapping some weight to me again. But here's set 5. Just rip. I don't care if I'm swinging. I don't care what my positioning is. I'm just digging immaculate force into those muscles. Why I started using this technique is because this is the technique I used when I first started lifting. That was 7 years ago. I'm kind of getting old, but within a year, my back looked absolutely incredible. I've always had a super well-developed back, but it's like, just don't overthink it. I did not use this set rep scheme. I'd strap weights to me and I'd pyramid it. I'd do like a 10-8-6-2 or something, but I'd make them real heavy, long rests. But so I guess this is hybriding my present strategy with previous technique. Nice. I totally lost count. This is the one exercise that I count the sets with, I guess. But I think that was 6. We're gonna call it 6. There's 7. Nice. So it's, I don't think you necessarily need add weight. You can get really good engagement with a variety of loads just by pulling harder. And if you have less weight, move it faster. Every single rep. You're pulling as hard as you can, even if it's a sub-maximal load. What was that, 8? All right. 9. Starting to feel like I might add on a couple more sets just because that pump is building up in the lats. And boy, do I like that. What is this? So I think this will be 10. So let me check the time, see how long I've been doing pull-ups. We're at 5.5 minutes on the camera, so call that maybe 4.5 minutes of doing pull-ups. Here's the thing, I've done 30 reps now. That could have been 3 sets of 10, but here's the thing. With this strategy, compared to those sets of 10, every single one of these reps is maximum effort. I guess that's 11. I don't want to overdo it, just because your body does need to adjust to how much total work you're doing, and so I'll probably just do one more. I don't want to add too much too fast and end up interfering with my ability to recover. Beautiful. So that's what pull-ups look like. Now we're going to be moving on to the hardest of them all. Incline dumbbell press. I say the hardest because, when you're picking up some heavy weights, carrying them back to the bench, boy, does that take it out of you. Let's get this set up. On my bench. Fortunate. These can be high demand. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this. Does it work? Get a close up, but hey, that's what we're going to do. And so I'm going to set the incline to, on this bench is a 4. I feel like we're fairly standard. But my incline is a little higher than most people incline at, because I'm going to try to get a little more emphasis for the anterior deltoid. And this is one exercise, just because dumbbells are heavy. These are hard to throw around. So these are 70s I'm starting with, but I'm not going to be doing the super short rest periods. I'm still going to be doing sub-maximal sets, and then probably 1 or 2 maximal sets. I don't know why, but this always feels really good on my elbows after coming from pull-ups. Maybe it's just balancing it out. Okay, I did not count those reps intentionally. But we're really just, I guess you could call it a warm-up, but getting some easy work in is going to help you get something of a pump later. Oh, I put some ice in here today. We got the wild berry Skittles mix. This is the blue raspberry. Oh, that's good. The flavor isn't actually blue raspberry. The flavor is raspberry. But they put that blue food coloring in there, which, oh man, that's the good stuff. Love it. That and the artificial sweetener. like rocket fuel. Oh. All right, we got the 80s now. Past couple weeks, I've been working up to the 90s, and I think I've done 3 sessions now with the 95s. So, there's no rush. I know I'm getting stronger, but I'm looking forward to the day that I feel prepared for the hundreds. So again, sub-maximal set. Just getting some practice in. That's 5. I'm going to call that good. I could immediately feel a little bit of fatigue still from the 70s. So yeah, this is my thought process. I'm trying to let you guys in on the loop. Because ultimately, what happens with your brain is going to determine what happens with your body. But before I go any farther, I'm definitely going to catch my breath with these chesticles. Calm down a little bit. Oh. What do you guys think of my hair? Be honest. It's getting a little difficult to control. Thought about getting headbands. Ultimately, I want it to be super long, but I'm just flipping it back. I love the curls I get in it though. So, thinking I'm going to dye it. Probably like a deep maroon. Sounds good. We'll see. My inspiration being King Kangas from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. He's a broad-chested man with some nice hair. I've got options, so let me know what you think. Okay, I'm going to grab the 90s here. All right, just 5 reps again. Do feel a little chilled out, so it should be clean, but so I'm going to give it another 30 seconds or so. I think like half the benefit of dumbbells is not just pressing them, but gripping them, carrying them. Man, it's like you have to do cardio too. And then hoisting them up, you get the brachioradialis engaged. Ooh. So you're doing an ultra heavy assisted curl. I'm a little worried about crushing my mic too. All right, here we go, 90s. Lightweight. Push. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely heavy. This is just about my body weight. I guess yesterday I was closer to 195, but we're about to grab the 95, and that's 190. Whew. This is good stuff. Really hoping to film this all today, but I feel like my phone's gonna run out of storage, or my mic is gonna run out of battery, or something. We'll see what happens. But this is part 3. I guess we're about hour 10, hour 20 minutes in ish, and we're about 2/3 of the way done. Probably end up being 5 parts. All right. Nope. No. Gotta rest more. This is one of the reasons I've thought about switching to an incline barbell press. Right, like I said with my bench press, there's advantages and there's disadvantages. Your dumbbells, man, carrying them back and forth, setting them up, that takes a lot out of you. So, but it does feel really good to bring them together at the top. Man, that's nice. And it's symmetric because, well, it has to be. Well, it just have to be. But it's a lot easier for me anyway to keep it symmetrical. Okay, time to be ready. What was I on? 95s? Fun. I think the biggest thing I've noticed from training dumbbells for a couple weeks now is it's easier for me to grip the dumbbells. But as you guys saw in part one, I'm going to town, strengthening my fingers, whatnot. Okay, I gotta focus. This is the heavy set. Let's get one more rep. Okay, I was thinking about doing a second set, but I'm probably gonna call that good on the dumbbells. All right, let's see. What's the time at? 17 minutes. I'll squeeze one, maybe two more exercises in here. Next up, I'm gonna be moving straight into shoulders. Well, yeah. Lateral raises. See if I'm in there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, my law with this is if you can't hold it, you have no right to be raising it. I could grab the 50s, hoist them up. It's called a power clean. It's a fine way to train your deltoids. But just wasting energy doing easy work with your traps, low back, and your hips at the same time. So why not let those rest and just use your deltoids? That's my preference anyway. Additionally, you're gonna develop the skill. And if you make it strict, you have the opportunity to make sure that you're properly engaging your deltoids through an entire range of motion. So, those were 20s, by the way. I could have done a lot more there, but I'm gonna hammer out a bunch of reps at the 25s. That's where I want most of my work to be, just because 20 is super difficult. See, I can hold it. Okay. It's tough though. So this is gonna be more similar to my bench press or pull-up work here where this is heavy and just gonna take short rests, keep hammering in a few heavy reps. That's good. I'm sweating. I'm thinking in my head, I'm planning out how many parts I can do. After this, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more exercises. So squeeze it into 4 parts. Yeah, I think I'll try to do that. The last ones go pretty quick, but so I'll finish up these. What's going to be next is posterior deltoids. The hold is, I don't necessarily like to include the hold as part of the training, but it's just a good way to check that your deltoids are doing all the work throughout the entire thing. That's what you want, especially on the eccentric. See the guys doing 50-pound heavy eccentric, right? No, your deltoids can't even handle that on the eccentric. Eccentric with your traps, your biceps, and your hips. That's a heavy eccentric. Yeah, that's good. But again, 25 is my heavy weight. I don't care how many sets I do. I don't care how many reps I do. It's just, this is a heavy weight. Play with it. Come back next session. It'll be easier to play with. This is all just a game to me. Winning. That was terrible lighting, by the way. Kind of lame, but anticlimactic. Let's see if we can get a good shot here. Get those lats in there. Check that out. Yeah. Biceps. The other side of this dumbbell area has substantially better lighting. Okay, deltoids are just about toast. One more go on those, and we'll move on to rear delts. Oh, look at that. Wow. A lot of sweat. I guess my back looks pretty good too. But, that's nice. I believe I've gained 40 pounds. Not super lean, but lean enough to be satisfied. There we go. All right, that's good. I'm gonna grab a wipe, clean this down. And we'll get out of here. All right, I have to squeeze one more exercise into this part. It's gonna be posterior deltoids. I really like the rear delt machine, so that's where we'll be. Got quite a trip over here. See if it's available. Oh boy, it is. Favorite one. Here we go. I like this slant on the seat right here. I'm gonna start at 100 pounds. Let me see where I'm gonna set this up. I'll be right here. Nice. All right, jumping in. Perfect. I think I've done this too many times. Oh, sorry.
Are you a ski racer?
Am I a what?
A ski racer?
No.
You look like you're built like
Really?
one. Yeah.
Interesting.
I was watching you do those jumps up onto the elevated things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of skiers.
I try to do a little bit of everything, but.
What do you do athletically?
Huh?
What do you do athletically?
Just fun. I don't compete or anything. I just.
What's your sport?
Oh, weightlifting. I do. I'm actually stepping into gymnastics and tumbling. So some of those kind of flips and whatnot, but this is my place. I just come here and yeah. At home I just sit down. But, you know. Yeah.